Located in the north of England, the Yorkshire Dales National Park is home to many fantastic walks. The Yorkshire Dales features breathtaking countryside, valleys, hills, waterfalls, and villages, creating an ideal setting for walks. Beck and I rate the walks in the Yorkshire Dales as some of the best in the UK. While most tourists head to the nearby Lake District or Peak District, the equally impressive Yorkshire Dales remain quieter, and with that, a more calm and tranquil visit. In this video, we'll cover 20 of the best walks in the Yorkshire Dales. These walks spread far and wide across the Yorkshire Dales National Park. So whichever area of the Yorkshire Dales you plan on visiting, I'm sure you'll find a walk from this video that you can do. We'll start by showing you walks in Ribblesdale, such as the famous Yorkshire Three Peaks Challenge. This involves walking up each of the Yorkshire Three Peaks, which include Whernside, Ingleborough, and Pen-y-Ghent. The challenge is completing the roughly 40-kilometre circular walk in less than 12 hours. If this sounds too intense for you, don't worry, because in this video, we'll show you the much shorter individual walks to each of the three peaks. This includes the Whernside Walk from Ribblehead, the Ingleborough Walk from Clapham, and the Pen-y-Ghent Walk. After that, we'll show you incredible waterfall walks in Wensleydale, such as the Aysgarth Falls Walk. Following that, we've included the well-known Malham Cove Walk in Malhamdale. Finally, we'll cover several walks in other areas of the Yorkshire Dales, such as Wharfedale, Swaledale, and Dentdale. The Yorkshire Three Peaks Challenge is one of Britain's most iconic hill walk challenges. The Yorkshire Three Peaks refer to three of the highest fells in the Yorkshire Dales National Park. Personally, Beck and I completed the challenge in around 9 hours and 45 minutes, walking up Whernside initially, before climbing Ingleborough, and then finally Pen-y-Ghent. Make sure to read our blog post about the Yorkshire Three Peaks Challenge to ensure you're well prepared for the challenge. You'll find the link in the description below. As I mentioned before, it's possible to do walks that involve reaching just one of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. That way, you can explore all of the Yorkshire Three Peaks on separate walks without having to do the difficult Yorkshire Three Peaks Challenge. Here, you'll see Beck and I doing the Whernside Walk from Ribblehead. The walk starts at the incredible Ribblehead Viaduct before reaching an impressive waterfall called Gill. After that, you'll reach the peak of Whernside. At 736 metres above sea level, Whernside is the highest peak in the Yorkshire Dales. Ingleborough is another one of the Yorkshire Three Peaks that can be reached on its own individual walk. There are several trail options for reaching Ingleborough, starting from Ingleton, Horton in Ribblesdale, and the Old Hill Inn. Here, you'll see Beck and I doing the Ingleborough Walk from Clapham, which is the most popular option for reaching this peak. From Clapham, you'll initially join the Ingleborough Estate Nature Trail. You'll then pass Ingleborough Cave before walking through a magnificent limestone gorge called Gill. From there, you'll walk up Ingleborough, which is the second highest peak in the Yorkshire Dales. After enjoying sweeping views of the Dales and descending the peak, you'll walk through an area rich in limestone pavement, which formed part of the Great Scar Limestone Group. For more information, feel free to read our blog post about the Ingleborough walk from Clapham. You'll find the link in the description below. Also, we've written blog posts about nearly every single walk in this video. You'll see links to all of these blog posts in the description below as well. Otherwise, we recommend reading our Yorkshire Dales Walks blog post, which is a listicle featuring over 40 fantastic walks in the area, including brief details about most of the walks in this video. The last of the individual Yorkshire Three Peaks walks in this video is the Pen-y-Ghent Walk. Despite Pen-y-Ghent only being the 9th highest fell in the Yorkshire Dales National Park, its unique shape means it's one of the most recognisable landforms in the area. Starting from Horton and Ribblesdale, the walk to Pen-y-Ghent involves taking on a steep set of steps as well as some mild scrambling. Beck and I set off nice and early for this walk on a clear day, so we enjoyed the sunrise lighting up Pen-y-Ghent with an orange tinge. Other than reaching the peak of Pen-y-Ghent, the other highlight along the walk is Hull Pot, which is a collapsed cavern that sometimes forms a majestic waterfall. Moving on from the Yorkshire Three Peaks related walks, we'll now cover one of the most famous waterfall walks in the area. Ingleton Falls, as it's known by the locals, is a group of waterfalls that can be seen along the well-known Ingleton Waterfalls Trail. During the walk, you'll see loads of stunning waterfalls. These include Pecker Falls, Holly Bush Spout, Thornton Falls, Beasley Falls and Triple Spout, Rivell Fall, Baxengill Gorge and Snow Falls. Compared with the other Yorkshire Dales walks covered so far, the Norber Erratics walk is a lesser known entity, but the Norber Erratics are one of the most incredible natural attractions to visit in the Yorkshire Dales. Found on a hill called Norber, near the village of Ostwick, you'll find large sandstone boulders, which are called erratics, that are precariously balanced on tiny limestone rocks. Here, you'll see drone footage of the erratics scattered across the hill, which sits on the southern slopes of Ingleborough. The Settle Caves and Waterfalls walk is the last walk in Ribblesdale that we'll cover in this video. The circular walk, starting from the charming town of Settle, visits 2 decent waterfalls as well as 2 prominent caves. The first attraction you'll see is a waterfall called Catrig Force, which is great for wild swimming. After that, you'll explore the caves, including Jubilee Cave and Victoria Cave, before walking through an area rich in limestone called Aysgarth. Finally, before returning to settle, you can extend the walk by visiting a small yet pretty waterfall called Swaledale Walks. Moving on from walks in Ribblesdale, we'll now go through some of the best waterfall walks in Wensleydale. Of course, one of the most, if not the most famous waterfall in Wensleydale is Waterfalls, which is the highest single drop waterfall in England, while it's also featured in the film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Truth be told, Beck and I didn't capture any video footage during our visit to Waterfalls, so we haven't included a section about this waterfall walk in the video. Thankfully, we got footage of the other most popular waterfall in Wensleydale, which is Aysgarth Falls. By doing the Aysgarth Falls walk, you'll explore 3 sets of cascade falls, which are collectively known as Aysgarth Falls. During this walk, you'll initially see the Middle Falls, which is the most popular cascade to visit. After that, you'll visit the Upper Falls and then the Lower Falls, which are all equally impressive but draw fewer visitors. The circular walk also includes trails that pass through the lovely surrounding countryside and forest. Located near Aysgarth Falls in West Burton, you'll find a spectacular waterfall called West Burton Falls, which is also known as Cauldron Falls. Despite being overshadowed by the well-known Aysgarth Falls, West Burton Falls is still a magnificent waterfall that's certainly worth seeing. During the West Burton Falls walk, you'll see the waterfall almost immediately, before completing a short circular walk, passing through serene farmland and woodland. The final Wensleydale waterfall walk that we'll cover is the Cotter Force Walk. Located in the town of Hawes, near Waterfalls, Cotter Force features 6 steps of waterfalls, so there are plenty of cascades to feast your eyes on. Best of all, Cotter Force is one of the most accessible waterfalls to visit in the Yorkshire Dales. We'll now look at just one walk from the Malhamdale area of the Yorkshire Dales, which is of course the Malham Cove Walk. Malham Cove is an 80-metre high, amphitheatre-shaped limestone cliff wall. It's one of the standout attractions in the Yorkshire Dales. Most visitors simply do an out and back walk to Malham Cove from the village of Malham, but we recommend doing a longer circular walk so you can explore other natural attractions in the area. This includes exploring the Malham limestone pavement, which was actually a filming location for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. You'll also visit a wildlife-rich glacial lake called Malham Tarn, and an incredible limestone gorge called Gordale Scar, where you'll find a waterfall called Gordale Falls. On top of that, you'll see another waterfall called Janet's Foss. The next 4 walks we'll cover are in the Wharfedale area of the Yorkshire Dales. Here you'll see Beck and I doing the Buckden Pike walk. Buckden Pike is one of the highest fells in the national park. There are different walks you can do to reach the summit of Buckden Pike. We recommend the circular route, starting in the village of Buckden, that reaches the peak via Buckden Rake. During the later stages of the walk, you'll follow alongside the serene river wharf, before returning to Buckden. The Buckden Pike Waterfall Walk is another walk starting in Buckden. From the village, you can do a short walk to reach a series of breathtaking cascades along Buckden Beck, which includes the main waterfall called Buckden Beck Waterfall. The Cray Gill Waterfalls Walk is a lesser known waterfall walk in the Yorkshire Dales. This is actually another walk starting from Buckden, where you'll initially head to a hamlet called Hubberholm. From there, you'll walk along Cray Gill, where you'll find numerous hidden cascades and waterfalls. After reaching another hamlet called Cray, you can then go to a spectacular waterfall called Cow Close Gill Waterfall. All of the drone footage you've seen in this chapter of the video is of Cow Close Gill Waterfall. After seeing this waterfall, you'll then head back to Buckden to finish the walk. The last walk we'll cover in Wharfedale is the Ilkley Moor Walk. There are plenty of great trails to follow at Ilkley Moor. In our opinion, the best walk is to combine the Cow and Calf Rocks Walk and the 12 Apostles Walk. During this circular walk, you'll visit numerous attractions across Ilkley Moor, including Ilkley Quarry, the Cow and Calf Rocks, the 12 Apostles, White Wells, and Ilkley Tarn. Okay, we're now up to some of the best walks in the Swaledale area of the Yorkshire Dales. In this video, we're going to cover 2 walks in Swaledale, which both take place near the village of Keld. Here, you'll see Beck and I doing the Muker to Keld walk, which is one of the most underrated circular walks in the Yorkshire Dales. The walk combines Crackpot Hall Road and the Pennine Way, which run parallel to one another, separated in part by the River Swale. During the Muker to Keld walk, you'll see natural attractions such as Muker Meadows, as well as historical ruins called Crackpot Hall. It's also possible to see loads of waterfalls along the walk, such as Kisden Force and East Gill Force, as well as numerous cascades found along Swinner Gill. In the next chapter, we'll cover the Keld Waterfalls walk, which explores even more waterfalls in and around Keld. Alongside the Ingleton Waterfalls trail, the Keld Waterfalls walk is one of the best waterfall walks in the Yorkshire Dales. By doing this walk, you'll visit no less than 7 waterfalls along the River Swale. This includes visiting lesser known waterfalls such as Catrake Force, Hogarth's Leap, Rainby Force, Wainwath Force, and Curack Force, as well as more well-known waterfalls mentioned previously, such as East Gill Force and Kisden Force. As you can see, we used our drone to capture aerial footage of many of the waterfalls found along this walk. Okay, the last 3 walks in this video take place in Dentdale, which is a northern area of the Yorkshire Dales National Park located near the Lake District. We'll start with the Gill Fells walk, which is our favourite walk in the area. Starting in the town of Sedbergh, you'll begin the ascent of the Gill Fells. Eventually, you'll reach the highest point, which is called the Calf, where you'll find a trig point. Unfortunately, Beck and I encountered a whiteout at the top of the Calf, so we didn't get to enjoy breathtaking views of the lakes and the dales, which you can expect on a clear day. Anyway, from the trig point, you'll then follow the streams of Force Gill Beck and Red Gill Beck, heading towards a waterfall called Courtley Spout. At around 200 metres high, Courtley Spout is the highest multi-tier waterfall in England. Despite this accolade, Courtley Spout is barely known, so you shouldn't expect too many people chasing this waterfall when you visit. Interestingly, the Gill Fells and Courtley Spout are located in the county of Cumbria, but fall within the borders of the Yorkshire Dales National Park. Nine Standards Rig is the name of the summit of Hartley Fell, a fell which straddles the border of the Yorkshire Dales National Park and the North Pennines area of outstanding natural beauty. Of course, the Nine Standards Rig is most well known for the Nine Standards, which is a set of rock cairns that you can see during this walk, which starts from the town of Kirkby Stephen. Wild Boar Fell is actually the 4th highest peak in the Yorkshire Dales. By doing the Wild Boar Fell walk, you'll enjoy a quiet walk in an untouched and wild area of the Dales. Along the way, you'll see a waterfall called Gill Force, which is found in the Malham Valley. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with our latest hiking adventures. See you next time.